Hi there, my name is Nick. I'm a data subject and targeted individual in Cape Town, South Africa, and one of the admins for SA Act Now, South Africa Against Covert Torture and Neuro Weaponry. This is specifically surrounding a convergence of technologies that was publicized in South Africa in about 2013 when it was first launched under the banner of Human Capacity Development. And this was in combination with these technologies, artificial intelligent computers, biotechnologies, nanotechnologies, and neural technologies. So the convergence of these technologies has led to the digitization of everything, and in South Africa, it's governed by the information regulators of South Africa. Um, Unfortunately, it's a case our regulators in South Africa, from as far back as Advocate Radebe, have been citing large-scale corruption in this country, which has continued to the point that at the Zondo Commission hearings that were a few years ago in 2021, our former Inspector General of Intelligence, Dr. Seklomo Maru Dintwe, I hope I pronounced that correctly, have noted instances of obstructions and delays in investigations that he and his office have been conducting surrounding the ministries that are under their oversight. So the Ministry of Veterans and Military Affairs, the Minister of Police, and Ministry of State Security. So not only were those ministries, and specifically the ministers, associated to obstructions and delays in investigations, they went so far as to intimidate and threaten Dr. Seklomo Maraduntua, our former Inspector General of Intelligence. Now, his role as an oversight regulator is incredibly important. So for South Africa, it's something that I've been associated with in terms of a complaint, just to have my voice recognized. But the complaint came back and told me that the people I had alleged were in charge, they well documented as being in charge, were in fact not responsible, because the responsible party was an artificial intelligence. Now, for me, I wanted it broken down a little bit more in terms of it was an artificial intelligent computer, but I have had to survive with that. So, in my efforts to complain about that outcome letter that I received, I have just been subject to higher and more intense volumes of cyber torture, neural data breaches, hyperstimulation, and biased, discriminatory, and prejudicial algorithms in terms of my neural feedback experience. So, as an example, if I'm running a marathon and my body starts to dehydrate, it would naturally send a signal in terms of being thirsty. Now, with hyperstimulation, electronic harassment, and the voice to God technology, which is essentially the mechanism through which these or this convergence of technologies is able to then manipulate my data, my neural data. It's caused a big problem, and that is a serious problem that I thought was something I would continue complaining about. But I've been subject to more threats, more intimidation. People at the place I'm residing, it's currently a just off the street shelter. So I was living on the street um, in a tent, and I managed to get myself into a shelter. I got myself a part-time job again. I got myself off the street because of a part-time job, and then unfortunately my employer lost his contract. So I'm back at the drawing board in a shelter with people threatening to kill me, people threatening to steal my things, and then creating disruptions and disturbances. So at 10 o'clock it's usually quiet time, but as far as that establishment is concerned, I've had threats from the guards. So when I'm sleeping and they walk past to do a routine check and kick my bed while I'm sleeping, I wake up in a bit of a fright, in terms of the occurrence. It's like a bang, and then they think it's funny. And as has happened in the past, I shout, I make a complaint, and to no avail. I'm not getting anywhere. I'm getting incredibly frustrated, and I'm starting to notice the effects of hyperstimulation in terms of depression and suicidal tendencies. So I'm not suicidal myself, but as I was describing to the doctors today, I'm a little more homicidal, in terms of people who threaten me with cyber torture and then physical violence. So I've made an effort to just check into a hospital, take probably a few months, in what's termed an evaluation period, where I can just de-stress. I'm recognizing that I'll be in a medicated situation, and I'll be inside one of the fusion centers within South Africa. I've known these fusion centers to be utterly corrupt. They're not pleasant, but I don't know what else to do. And my only goal has been to leave South Africa. I've tried multiple avenues. I'm busy saving at the moment, so yeah, it might be 3 years until I'm able to save sufficient money to get overseas, or at least get out of this country. But while I'm still on the street, I've been managing to send word or complaints to the United Nations and to Interpol, but my Interpol complaint has been foiled. It's been stopped. It's in the process, almost completed. I'd say 90% complete, but I'm now suffering hyperstimulation where I literally almost like want to attack people. So it's not a good situation. It's a situation that I'm going to manage closely. I went to the doctors today, and I might check in later this week. But I just thought I'd leave a message because I won't be around. I do still think of you. I do still hope my complaints to the United Nations have given them something that can work for the global village, because we're all sort of in this situation together, and we deserve transparency and accountability around the state surveillance apparatus and the state surveillance capabilities within artificial intelligence state surveillance apparatus. So I'm wishing you well. I'm also watching the markets. If anyone's watching the markets, gold is doing, well, it's a great price at the moment. I've been looking to move my money into gold at the recommendation of of a great trader overseas. His name is Gareth Soloway. I know it's high risk in terms of us being data subjects, but that's what I'm doing. I hope to save a little money when I'm in the hospital and put that towards a plane ticket when I get out. Um, yeah, otherwise, I just wishing everyone the best. I hope you're doing okay. Um, if I'm not around, please think of me in spirit. And yeah, I hope things turn around for us. Um, sorry, I'm a bit sleep deprived. Like I said, I've just been in a fight, so I'm just sitting with a headache. Managed to dodge some bricks, so it's a bit insane here. Um, but thank you for watching. Thank you for your support in the groups. And if you have a comment, please feel free to drop a line and connect. Thank you very much. Bye.